Hey y'all, it's Leah. This video is my review on the Food Wars Shokugeki no Sanji chapters. This is basically a One Piece non-canon spinoff that focuses on Sanji and his experiences that truly tests his cooking skills. So if you're interested in what I got to say, then sit back, relax, grab your snacks. And without further ado, let's get to it. Although Chapter 2 is my personal favorite out of the two, but Chapter 1 is definitely entertaining to say the least. I really enjoy seeing Sanji prove the gourmet reviewer Savarin wrong about the Baratier and made her finish the food that she refused to eat. And the fact that pre-East Blue Sanji managed to stop this woman from writing a bad review on the Baratier showed the crazy potential he had with his cooking skills before he set out with Luffy. And although this isn't really canon, but it was nice to see Sanji's life as a cook and waiter at the Baratier before Luffy came along and took him on the crew. Chapter 2 could easily fit as a filler chapter in the East Blue saga. It was nice seeing the East Blue squad, Nami, Zoro, Sanji, Usopp, and Luffy all together on the Going Merry. Although Usopp and Luffy weren't really shown throughout this chapter, but besides that, it felt so nostalgic seeing these five together and calmly sailing the East Blue. It was so kind of Sanji to push himself to help out Ruby and cook the legendary dragonfish for his daughter's wedding. It really shows the lengths Sanji will go to help out people in need when it deals with cooking. Now, what's really interesting is that Sanji managed to cut the so-called dragon salmon, which really feeds into the whole Sanji cuts Kaido agenda, but I digress. I love seeing Sanji's determination to not only prove the Ruby guy wrong but about his doubts about him, but to take on the challenge to cut the dragon salmon's sensitive stomach. And seeing Zoro actually help out Sanji and leaving his sword behind for him to use, that was one of the best moments from that chapter. But what makes it better is the double page spread of Sanji actually holding Zoro's sword and getting that swift cut on the dragon salmon's stomach. And just seeing how the dragon salmon turned out, I honestly wanted to reach through the screen and get a taste for myself because it looked that good. And seeing how happy Ruby's daughter was afterwards just felt so wholesome, especially seeing the father's tearful reaction. This chapter reminded me of the times the East Blue squad would get into these kind of situations before they met Vivi and Chopper, and it made me realize just how much I missed this time of the story. The art looks clean cut and softly detailed. The artist Shun Saiki did a stellar job in illustrating the chapters. It looks drastically different from Oda's, so it took some getting used to. But honestly, I really grown to love how the artist drawn the East Blue crew, so the art was absolutely great. The paneling felt like a breath of fresh air from what I'm used to in a One Piece manga. There were many panels that made Sanji look so cool and effortlessly suave. The pacing kept my interest through and through. Nothing felt too cluttered or overwhelming, so the reading experience was quite enjoyable. The vivid descriptions of the cooking and the food was impressive to read. It really created an imagery of the smells and the taste of the different ingredients and the meals that Sanji made. The plot of both chapters were lighthearted and showcased the best side of Sanji. Besides Hokkaido Island, I personally think that pre-time skip Sanji was Sanji at his peak in terms of the qualities of his character. Reading this really brought Sanji back to that peak, where Sanji was more on the romantic, charming side, rather than being stripped down to his perverted side. And seeing him in his element and focusing on his cooking skills was not only a bit nostalgic in a way, but felt refreshing of Sanji's character for me. I always love when Sanji shows his confident energy when it comes to his passion. And now that One Piece is in the post-time skip, Oda seems to focus more on Luffy and getting him closer to his grand dream and ambitions. So there's a noticeable detail of the Straw Hats not getting as much attention as individuals anymore. And sometimes that leads to their full characterization not receiving too much focus as they did in the pre-time skip. And sometimes that can serve as a make or break moment whenever they do get the bit of screen time that they do. So when Oda usually focuses on Sanji, it's mostly him helping out Luffy or him being a pervert. And this is just me, but I felt like that kind of harmed Sanji's character in a way because he used to be this hyper romantic, smooth person who we see cooking these amazing meals. And if you exclude Whole Cake Island, we don't really see that Sanji during most of the post time skip. So seeing this felt like the author, who is Yuto Tsukada, brought Sanji back to his roots and reminded the readers of the golden nuggets of Sanji's character. And as a person who absolutely loved the Whole Cake Island arc because of Oda doing that same thing with Sanji's character, I really appreciated these positive Sanji focused chapters. And maybe this is asking for much, but I would really love for these to get animated because I feel like these can easily fit well within the canon storyline of the East Blue Saga. So yeah, I absolutely love these one-shots. Let me know your thoughts on this Sanji X Food Wars crossover, and if you felt the same way I did about the way Sanji was presented and characterized. If you enjoyed this video, then it'd be really cool if you gumma no like that like button, because you really help your girl out. Please subscribe for more One Piece related videos in the future. Hit that bell notification so you can always be notified whenever I post. Links to my socials and Discord are in the description box below. Please stay safe out there, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!